to. So obviously my name's Tyreen. I've been in this mentorship program nearly 2 years now. Feels like 10 sometimes, but I've been in this mentorship for 2 years. I've been head of sales, 8 million in sales in 5 years, masters in politics, but I am not employable. I'll tell you that now. I don't listen to rules. I don't listen to people telling me what to do. I'm just really not employable right now. And I'm also doing full-time trading, building an online business, and I am an investor in Bitcoin and Ripple. So I want you guys to write that down, Bitcoin and Ripple, right? I want you guys to write that down because that's what I'm investing in right now, Bitcoin and Ripple. So like I said, guys, this is a crypto one-on-one training by myself. The first thing that you guys need to write down for this training is what is cryptocurrency, okay? So cryptocurrency is a virtual or digital money which forms in coins. So write that down, virtual or digital money. Now, the reason why I want you guys to really understand what crypto is because if you guys don't get crypto right at the start, it takes you a little while to really invest in it because you do need to know what it is. So there's two types of people, guys, in this world when it comes to cryptocurrency, right? Two types of people. The one type of person, first type of person is that crypto is a scam. And the other one is it's kind of like a cult, right? So there's two types of people, the scam and the people that are like crypto fanatics. Now you'll know when you come across a crypto fanatic fan, because if you say anything bad about Bitcoin or Ripple or anything like that, they will fight back, right? They will fight back. So do not mess with those crypto fanatics. Do we have any crypto fanatics in this call right now? If any of you guys are crypto fanatics, definitely shout out because crypto in itself has those two types of people. So I want you guys to write down, there are 3,000, up to 3,000, they say 2,000 to, up to 3,000 different types of cryptocurrencies in the world, right? Up to 3,000 different types. So I want you guys to write that. There are 3,000 different coins. Now, there are three major categories that coins are known for, okay? So there's altcoins, tokens, and Bitcoin. So guys, I'm not taking any of your income. I'm not investing. I'm not mining for you guys. I just want you to know what the facts are and what crypto actually is. So this is a decentralized it's a decentralized system that cannot be affected by a central force. And it is developed by coding. So write that down, developed by coding known as mining. Now, there are so many fake miners out there, okay? Please write that down. If someone tells you Bitcoin mining right now, that is where it gets really, 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 really bad for you guys. So anything to do with mining, coding, and they're saying, if you give me 500, I will mine this for you, and then they disappear with your money, okay? So that is not what we're part of, and that's what you guys should not be a part of either, because you don't need to do that anymore, right? I personally don't think that you need to be involved in mining, right? You can go straight onto Coinbase and buy your own Bitcoin from there, okay? So I'll show you some things at the end, but that's really important that you guys write that down. So the coding are the miners, but they are the real money makers, but that is not something that you want to do. This call is genuinely just information about crypto, nothing else, okay? Information. So you're probably thinking, why crypto, right? Why crypto? Why is this a big thing and why are people so interested in it? Bear in mind, guys, this is a disclaimer. I have no knowledge in kind of telling you what to invest in. I'm not equipped to tell you what to invest in. I am equipped to tell you what I've invested in and what has worked for me and what I continue investing in through education. So the reason why people are interested in crypto is that it's free from manipulation and control. Does anyone know what that means? Like in terms of manipulation and control, right? What does that actually mean? It means that governments can't really can't control the money. They can't suddenly tank the price if they wanted to. There's no central force that can really impact the value of it. Now, that's really important because with a market cap in general, it does give you hope that no one can manipulate that. Now, this is the season of Bitcoin. We have hit 20,000. I say we like a fanatic. Guys, I'm not a crypto fanatic. I just like investing in it. But the crypto fanatics would say they have hit 20,000, right? $20,000. So the goal really is to be a type 1 money. Now, what that means for all of you to understand is that is money for the entire world. There's no breakups in currencies. There's nothing like that. It's literally anyone in the world can have this currency. Now, that's the goal for cryptocurrency. And you probably have noticed that we're going more into the digital era. This is definitely the more digital era kind of vibes right now. Now, the reason why is because if you go into, say, let me think of something, Starbucks, right? I don't know where you guys are from in the world, but for Starbucks, right, you can't pay with cash, right, anymore. It's just card only. So it's already making that move to digital currency. It means that the whole point of a £5 note might not be needed in, say, 100 years, right? It literally can everything be done on your phone. And that makes sense. We work on our phones, we chill on our phones, we watch stuff on our phones, we listen to music on our phones, we read books on our phones. Everything is becoming centralized around the phone. And to be honest, I do think that money will go down that route as well. So it's going to catch up. So what you want to know is that there are thousands. So I'm just going to make sure that everyone is muted, right? There are thousands and thousands of people, or there are thousands of transactions that are stored on a public ledger. So write that down. Public ledger is basically known as a scoreboard. Okay, so there's everything being stored on a public ledger. So where transaction goes from where transaction goes. Now, that in itself is pretty cool, okay? To know that everything has a scoreboard means that nothing is hidden. Nothing is like too, it is pretty much, if someone has like 100 mil of Bitcoin, you'll know about it, okay? Because it's on a public ledger. Now, you want to know one more thing. So this is a quick tip for you guys to just write down, because obviously I'm going to show you things that you need to know on how to get into crypto. But one thing you want to know is that Bitcoin is known for its halving. So you may have heard of halving before, okay? Now, I'm not going to go into that. It's a whole different topic, and you are going to learn about that in the mentorship program. But you want to know that for Bitcoin, this is a key thing that you want to write down, is that the last halving is in I don't even know how you say that, 2140? Like, is that how you say it? Like 2140? That is the last halving, and it's every 4 years. So every 4 years, they halve the amount out there, right? They're basically trickling it through. And that will be the last one. And that's important for you to write down for now. Now, what you want to do before you even think about crypto is take these notes down, okay? Take these notes down, because this is super important that you write these notes down. First tip is research and study the cycles of cryptocurrency. So the reason why you're on this call is because people are making money from crypto, right? So they're buying and selling cryptocurrency. Now, if you want to get involved in this type of, in this industry, you want to research and study the cycles of cryptocurrency. That's my first tip for any of you guys, right? Research and study the cycles. You cannot, and I really, really stress this, you cannot learn the skill. Like, you cannot make investments without learning the skill. If you really want to go into Bitcoin, right, and someone says buy Bitcoin, that's like someone saying buy this car, right? Go and buy this car. And you're like, okay, it makes no sense. You want to know what car it is. You want to know why you want to buy the car. You want to know all these little factors about the car before you go and buy it. Now, what's worse is that someone might say sell the car, right? But you don't even know why you're selling it. So you want to make sure you learn the skill before going into cryptocurrency. That's my opinion. You also want to know that you can get a network of investors in cryptocurrency that have done this through the cycles. So you want to make sure, if you want to get involved in crypto, that you have a network of people involved in crypto, but not just this cycle that we're in. Obviously, you guys know it's hit 20,000, but you want to know what's going to happen next, because what happens next is a really important factor of cycles, okay? So you want to get in a network of investors, because when you invest anything, and I mean anything, there are going to be the peaks and there's going to be the troughs. Now, you know that if you're around a network of investors, you are way more calmer than if you're not, right? You're gonna be calm in general. So that's another thing that you guys should write down. Now, with mentorship, you also want to know that when you are investing in crypto, it's very, very volatile. Okay, it can literally change price within a week from 10,000 to God knows how much, and that can happen very suddenly. But just as like it can go up, it can go down too. So you got to understand, to get involved in cryptocurrency and investment, you need to know when to buy and sell, but also you need to know if you can handle the emotions. Okay, so you want to be in a mentorship program that does handle those emotions with you, because it's so easy to say, oh great, Bitcoin is up now, I must buy more. But there might be someone telling you, hang on a minute, there's going to be a little crash in a bit. Okay, so you want to make sure you're around that so you can handle the emotions and you're not too greedy in your investment. Another thing that you should know in crypto is that with rewards come risk. So if you are investing in long term for crypto or in short term even, you need to know there's some risks in that. But that's okay, because you're not going for like 1,000% increase in investment, return of investment. You're pretty much going to go for like what everything else is, right? In property, it's like, I don't even know what property one is right now. It's not going to be great. In bank accounts, it's like, no, it's not even, I don't even think they give 1% back for your money. So you want to make sure that you invest in the right moments, but you also understand the risks of it. And you also don't use so much of your income on something that's just one thing, right? So you want to look at that. Now, when I think of cryptocurrency, you can trade it like Forex, you can buy and exchange cryptocurrency. But the way I like to think about cryptocurrency is more like a rival between property and gold. So if you had that extra £100 that's literally in your bank account just sitting there, you want to make sure that you're involved in investment that gives you a good return over the year or even over 6 months. So for me, it kind of rivals property and gold. Like, I don't want to trade it 24/7 because it's really volatile, but I definitely do want to know about it. So then if I don't have 50 grand to put in a property, or if I don't have 50 grand to, put in gold, for instance, because it goes up, then I can start to think about cryptocurrency, because you don't need 50 grand to get involved in it, right? You can start small. You can put in £5 a day in Bitcoin or anything else, Ripple, Ethereum, or whatever else there is, like Bitcoin Cash. There's so many, Litecoin. Like I said, there's loads of cryptocurrencies. But if you put in small amounts each day, it can help you in investment. This whole training is not about you kind of just trading it 24/7, because short-term investments are great. But you got to start thinking about long-term investments. Like in 20 years, what will you have back? Or in 30? You want to think long-term investments just as much as you want to think about an income right now. And for me, cryptocurrency is really about long-term for me. I wouldn't really want to think about it, tomorrow or today. I would definitely want to think about it, that spare £5. If I didn't get that coffee from Starbucks, what can I invest in? I can invest in parts of Bitcoin and build that up. Now, that's the whole thing. Now, another tip that you guys want is daily knowledge. Okay, daily knowledge in cryptocurrency is really key, because what can happen is that cryptocurrency can really lose some value, okay, out of nowhere. And you see that losing value. And that daily knowledge that the team will give you, or people around you will give you, will help you understand what's going on in those cycles. So this already pretty much goes back to research and study the cycles, because when you have that daily knowledge coming back to you again and again and again, you're going to be a lot calmer when these things happen. Now, if you're wondering how have I learned cryptocurrency, is pretty much from this platform, and obviously the network that I'm in. The network that I'm in are all investors in Bitcoin. Like in terms of when it comes to trading team, a lot of people are actually paid in Bitcoin, right? So it's actually amazing, because what's going on right now is that we are getting paid in Bitcoin. We are buying things from Bitcoin. We are trading things from Bitcoin. And then to top it all off, we are also investing in cryptocurrencies. So you want to make sure that you keep an eye on those things, because this isn't to rival an income for your day job, guys. Like cryptocurrency for me is not about rivaling your income or your day job. Cryptocurrency is all about long-term investments, all about what are you going to do, because you need to invest. Like, I think, in my opinion, you need to invest like at least 20% of your year income in something else, right? In some sort of futuristic kind of thing, because you will get those returns. If you guys can't afford to invest in something right now, then for sure you need something like this. So one of the ways that you can learn about daily mentorship is obviously our platform, which is like Netflix. It's called Go Live. You go in it, you have access to all the educators, and then you can watch, right? You can watch the trainings every day. That's the daily knowledge that you should really think about. You get to collaborate, you get to connect, and then you get to ask questions. So that's super important. You also want to make sure that you're learning from actual crypto people. Like I've seen people that are learning, and it's crazy. I've seen people that are learning from people that have learned crypto like a year ago, right? You don't want that. You want to learn from the best, right? You want to learn from the people that have actually been in the crypto world for more than 5 years. You want to, because over 5 years, a lot has happened. So they've learned things along the way. You want to learn from that. And that's obviously something that you have access to. Then you want to make sure that you have that live mentorship. Like I said, when you are investing in crypto, it changes a lot. So you want to be a part of that live mentorship each day or each week, so you can actually go around your busy life, because you don't want to spend 8 hours learning about crypto on your own when you can learn it in like half an hour with someone who's done it like 10,000 times. So obviously, guys, if you are interested in going into this crypto world, you do need some tools, right? So we have AI. We have a lot of AI, actually. We've got so many tools. We've got a lot of AI that can help you in kind of seeing where you need to invest in, or where you need to sell or buy, whatever you want to do for those returns. We have those tools that can help you. Now, you want to also make sure that you're given information. So we do give you daily information on what's going on. Now, the best one is called Swipecoin. Guys, if you've made money on Swipecoin in this call, can you drop fire in the chat if you've made any money? I've definitely made a lot of money from Swipecoin. Swipecoin is pretty much where they're telling you to buy or sell a cryptocurrency. And because it's so volatile, you can make a lot of money quicker. But obviously, you got to be careful of the risk as well. But that is super, super important, guys, in terms of understanding daily knowledge, right? So you want to make sure that you have that support, you have all the academies in front of you, but then you want to also make sure there's some success stories around, okay? So you want to make sure that you are around people that have had profits in this, because you don't want to learn from someone who hasn't made money in it, okay? Now, if you're wondering how to get started in DCX, the package is like $235 pretty much, startup fee, and then it's $174.95 each month after that, should you continue. So what you're paying for is basically all the academy, Go Live, and then obviously a strategy that comes with it. Now, this is super important, guys, that you do understand that you're paying for not just how it works, but you're also paying for the signals as well. So you make money on that as well. So the daily knowledge that an educator is giving you is what you're also making money from. And also, if you think in long term, I know for a fact, if you're thinking in a year or something like that, you want to know which ones to invest in. Now, there are 3 types of people in this world, right? There's 3 types of people when it comes to these kinds of things. The yes people, that's me. I would love to make money from money. Like if I can make money from money, that's what I'll definitely do, because time is limited. You've got the maybe people where you have questions. Now, if you guys have questions, ask them right now, and I will happily go through some questions with you, right? That's not a problem. Or if you're a bit shy, I can go with them after, or they're not now. So I do suggest that we are going to upload this onto our free Telegram channel, guys. So if you do have anyone who wants to go into crypto, I suggest you send them this, because at the end of the day, you don't want them to be scammed. Like a lot of people are scammed. Like I've got like 20 people using my pictures on Instagram right now to try and get these fake miners. So remember that. But this is the bit I want you guys to write down for this training, okay? This is the one thing. So write these 5 points down. Best for retail is Bitcoin. So if you guys are interested in Bitcoin, that's best for retail. Now that's super, super great for you guys, because this means we can buy and sell in Bitcoin and it will gain in value. So we do drop shipping, guys. And if we accept Bitcoin, so BitPay, someone can pay us £20 worth of Bitcoin, but next week that £20 can be worth £40. So in fact, they actually spent £20 well, £40 really, in what it was. So you guys want to understand that's best for retail is buying and selling Bitcoin. You want to write down Ethereum is great for enthusiasm. Okay, so what that means is what gets people excited. Okay, Ethereum. So write that down. The shortest amount of time in transaction is Litecoin. So write that down. And the quickest transfers is Ripple. Now, you might be wondering, why is this important? Like, Tyrene, why is this important? Why do I need to know this information? right? Why do I need to know these 4 points, should I say? And it's because if we go into a digital world, these are the kinds of coins that you're going to be using, right? So if I wanted to transfer money to, I don't know, my family in America with my bank account, it literally can take a few days, right? It can even take, if you actually go back to it and you think about the cash, I get the cash. I have to put it in my account. When I put it in my account, I transfer it into that person, right? Into that in her person's account. Then the bank gets it, and then they have to take this cash and do something with it, right? So if you want to think about the future, you might think that that's a lot of waste of time. If you can do everything digitally, you don't need to transport money. You don't even need long wait times, right? So in transaction time, for instance, right, if you were buying, say, this remote, and they use Litecoin as a system, that transaction happens within like literally God knows how little time it is, but it takes a lot less time than what we use. If you want to transfer, right, why not transfer in like milliseconds then comparison to minutes, hours, or days? That could be Ripple. So all of these coins that are happening are going to go into our system, right, into our ecostructure right now. It's going to go into our economy, because what's going to happen is these businesses are going to start using them because they find it easier to use that than cash. Obviously, that's one thing that you want to keep an eye on, is that what if we suddenly start changing our habits, where if we want to transfer money, we can use Ripple rather than use pounds. So you want to look at this for the future. And these are the 4 that I want you to really look into. If you guys want more information, then feel free to message us or message whoever invited you to this call, because they have a lot of information. But I don't want to be too long on this call because I am respectful of time, and I do know Christmas is coming. So I don't want to be too long on your time. But I just want to say thank you so much for jumping on my crypto call. We do a call every day. I'm just trying to understand what's going on in this digital world. But I hope you enjoyed this training. I hope you do gain some knowledge. And I hope you stay away from fake miners. That's the main point of this call. Stay away from fake people saying, transfer me this money. You want to go on a legit website. You want to make sure that it is definitely a legit website to buy your Bitcoin or your Ripple or anything like that. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for jumping on my call. If you have any questions, message me right now. But I hope it was helpful, and I shall see you on the next call. Thanks, guys. I will see you soon.